Why that leads to a discussion of Elvis, apparently somewhat sooner than later.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
I dropped Whoopi off at summer camp yesterday.
Oh, cool.
You're welcome, Christy.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a lot of crying, too. That was mainly the other parents.
Because Wolfie's there? Yeah.
It got me thinking about back when I went to summer camps. Did I ever tell you guys about that?
No.
My mom, Phyllis, she had me in basically every camp they've invented for summer camps. See, she worked the day shift at Xanadu's back in. Mm-hmm. And once I was able to climb out of the playpen, she couldn't just leave me in the back locker room with the other strippers.
No.
Something about separation of church and state. Anyway, one summer I had to do 2 weeks at library camp. And that was the worst. And let me tell you, nothing ruins summer vacation like book learning.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I agree.
It's like I studied hard all this past year so I wouldn't have to go to summer school, and then you put me in library camp? That's cruel and unusual punishment, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to band camp, and I was like 12 years old. That was a weird band camp because they didn't have no lead singers in it. How are you going to call yourself a band not have one lead singer?
Makes no sense.
No.
I swear to God, and these dicks got all angry and upset when I'd sing over top of them. You know? It was pretty easy. Next week, me and Scotty Winkler, night before, super glued all their spit valves. Swear to God we did, man. They deserved it. You know, not one microphone in the whole camp, no sweatbands or headbands or scissor kicks allowed.
Wow.
Luckily, I found an old megaphone supply closet so everybody could hear me. And how many flute players do you ever see in a real band?
Good point.
Besides Jethro Tull's, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay? They had a bunch of flutes, so tubas. How you going to pick up chicks playing a tuba?
It's hard.
Worst band camp ever. I bet that's where ABBA went when they was kids. My favorite camp, though, is actually, you might be surprised to hear this, is Boy Scout camp.
Oh, I love
We got to build fires, play with knives, shoot guns, go boating in canoes, fashion leather crafts just like Aztecs or Sons of Silence, do archery, ride horses.
It's great.
And I remember we'd sit around a campfire and play games. That game where you stack wood blocks, you have to pull one out without knocking the hose. Django. We played Django. Best part was, if the stack fell down, you didn't have to go fetch firewood again. Mm-hmm. And there weren't no chicks to mess it up either, Christy. Fun camp. But then I hit puberty the following year and dropped out of Scouts, began my pursuit of the ladies, which has lasted to this very day.
Yeah.
Swear to God, if they gave a merit badge for lead singing or hogging, I'd be an Eagle Scout by now.
You know what? I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, put that in your wins or not. I'm going to
go. Wins or not.
Yeah. Is that one of the knots that you learned to tie?
Not really, but that's the knot that you tie a tie with. I think he probably had the merit badge.
When I was a kid, my parents used to I used to have to go to church camp like every summer, and I was like 8 years old. And you live off of like Pop Rocks and Mountain Dew or whatever, so, and it's like 110 degrees, and we're playing dodgeball. And you know when you get that like blah, 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 like that feeling in your stomach? I was like sweating. We're playing, and I start getting hit with the dodgeballs, and I got hit in the stomach. And, so I take off running. I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom, and I go running. And church camp used to be like 2 log cabins with no air conditioning, and one had bunk beds and one had toilets in it. And I ran in to try to make it to the bathroom, and I didn't freaking make it at all. So I go in the other cabin, and on the end of the beds, we had like our laundry bags, right?
Right.
So I take the shorts off with the poo in them, and like clearly I'm not going to put these in my laundry bag. You know, like I'm gonna. So I went like 5 down. I put them in and closed it, right? And as the camp went on, everybody started calling this kid Poo Poo Pants Laundry Bag Kid, like that. So it's the very last day of camp, and all the parents, grandmas, grandpas, everybody's in a big circle inside the cabin about to pray for everybody to have a safe trip going home. And this kid's like crying, right? And everybody's looking at him. He's like, Mom, everybody calls me Poo Poo Pants Laundry Bag Kid. And his mom's like, why, honey? And he's like, look at my bag. And it's just, they were flying. She walks over. And the whole church camp, everybody's looking at this lady. She walks over, she opens up the bag, she reaches in, she pulls the shorts out, and she opens the band and goes, who's Reno Collier? Because my mom sewed my name in all my shorts.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Brutal. Wow.
And at church camp.
And at church camp. All at church camp.
No wonder.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
6 years later, I was in military school. And
Okay. Wow. Good to know. Reno Collier hanging out with us.